Hello, good evening, and welcome. It's almost Christmas, which means it's time for another Tavern Brawl. This week, Clockwork Card Dealer Standard. We've had this Tavern Brawl in the past. Basically, the way it works is on turn 1, you get a 1-cost card. On turn 2, you get a 2-cost card. Turn 3, you get a 3-cost, and so on and so on. It's effectively giving you the perfect curve, with which you use your card collection to build the craziest combo-y deck that you can, and then you win. The standard means that only cards from standard can be used in this particular Tavern Brawl. That means cards from the sets for Goblins vs Gnomes, Naxxramas, and the reward cards, such as Old Murkai and Gilbin Mechatalk, can't be used in this particular brawl, which is a bit of a shame, but it does mean that it allows for the new expansion cards to be used, just to try them out in a different environment and see how well they can work when you can play them on curve. Quite a popular combo right now is the Bran Bronzebeard and Barnes combo. Try saying that 3 times fast. Bran Bronzebeard comes out on turn 3 and Barnes comes out turn 4. Because Bran is already out on the battlefield, Barnes goes off twice and you pull 2 big creatures from your deck. And the idea is that once you've got those big creatures out, then you face this manipulator them, or you just abuse the game in some way, and then you win really quickly. I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to try and build an anti-Bran deck on turn 3, get something that will kill him off, and hopefully from that allow me to curve out into a aggro-y style zoo type deck. That's the theory. I'm going to try and put that deck together and see how it goes. Let's go. Okay, that's the deck built. Let's go give it a go. I'm not holding out much hope for it, basically because I'm using my free-to-play account and I don't have many big cards, which is kind of the downside to this Tavern Brawl. If you don't have a lot of the powerful cards, then it's very difficult to put a deck together. But, fingers crossed, something good will come out of it and hopefully we'll win. But, let's give it a go.
Gul'dan versus Malfurion.
I must protect the one.
Your soul shall be mine!
The trick with the mulligans with this particular brawl is that you want to be holding some of the more expensive cards in your hand, because obviously you've set up the earlier curve so you know what's going to be coming, so you don't really need to mulligan for those low cost cards. Also, it's good if you've got, say, a particular cost that you've only got one of, that you shouldn't have that in your mulligan, because obviously you know that's going to be coming and you need it at that particular time, so you can kind of avoid those cards. But everything else is kind of fair game. So I'm actually going to drop the Demon Fire, because I know that's going to be coming turn 2, and keep everything else. Because I know, even though, it's high cost, I'm guaranteed that turn 1 card. I'm guaranteed that turn 2 card, so you don't have to worry as if it was a normal match. Here we go. I can see from the Druid card that he's obviously going to try and buff that up, so it is a race. But my turn 3 is a kill minion spell. So far, so good. Turn 3, I think, is going to be a lot of kill minion spells, because obviously Bran is a popular choice. But he's going for the go face, so it is very much a race. Okay, well, I've got nothing to silence, so let's put out some board presence. Turn 5, I'm either going for the Usher of Souls or a Gurubashi Berserker.
Where shall I strike?
Okay, Usher of Souls it is. Actually, I can silence that.
Your magic shall not save
got the advantage. Might as well keep pushing for it. Okay, so if I Dread Infernal, that's 1 damage to everything, so that'll go to 5. 6.
Die, mage.
Kill that. Oh yeah, there we go, lethal. I had lethal. I didn't notice. I was like, I'm going to Dread Infernal and then blow up all the things and do clever stuff. And I was like, no, wait a minute. I'll just come in and smash into face. So there we go. That is the Tavern Brawl. Let's open the pack. Wow, many rares. That's pretty cool. And the Flame Imp. Well, I used him in the brawl, so it seems fair that he only appears in the pack. Alright, let's go open our other packs and see what we get there. Nothing exciting. On to the last pack. Wow! Legendary! Yay! That's pretty cool. 2 weeks, 2 legendaries. I already have this one, so that's a lot of dust coming my way. And it's actually a really good legendary as well, so well chuffed with that. So there we go. The Tavern Brawl is now done and dusted, and all our packs are opened. I do enjoy this particular Tavern Brawl. I like any Tavern Brawl that teaches you various aspects of the game. This one in particular teaches you how to play on curve and how to put a deck together that can allow you to benefit, you know, certain cards coming out at particular times. Obviously, in the real game, the card that you really want may not be coming out immediately, but it is a good way of like getting you into the mindset of waiting for particular cards or using particular cards at a particular time. Admittedly, in this particular brawl, you may not get the card that you actually require if you've got, say, multiple cards of that value. I mean, obviously you can try and fix it in the sense that you can only put one card in that is of that value, so you know that on turn 5 this one card will come out and that will help you. The interesting thing to note with this is with regards to the draw mechanic, the draw mechanic will draw a random card from your deck rather than the next one in the sequence. For example, if you are on turn 4 and you drew a card, it's not necessarily going to be a 5-cost card. What will happen though is that when it goes to turn 5, it will guarantee you a 5-cost card from your deck. So that's generally how it works. So you can still use card draw cards, and obviously if you're playing the Warlock, when you use your hero power, you aren't messing up your flow. So you know that if you do that now, that your next card that you really want to play on that turn will be coming in the next hand. So it allows you to save up cards. Say if you've got multiple of a particular cost, it will allow you to save up all of those cards and use them as and when it's necessary, which is really cool. Overall, as I said, very fun Tavern Brawl, but if you don't have a lot of cards, it can be very tricky to beat this one, because obviously there are a lot of combos and a lot of very powerful cards that can be used to utterly crush your opponent. And if you're going up against someone who has that, then you will not have as a good time as you would have if it was a normal matchup. Saying that, it is immensely satisfying to win this Tavern Brawl with some basic cards. So that's it. Let us know in the comments below what you thought of this week's Tavern Brawl, if there was any particular cards that you really enjoyed using, if there was any crazy combos that you managed to get to go off. Don't forget to check out all our other videos, tell your friends and family about us, like, subscribe, and have a fantastic Christmas. Until next time, game over, yeah.
Right
over. Yeah.